Involved again, Setterfield, now Cripps, off to Newman. Port looking for an option, goes to Cripps, pops a handball. Newman had to be quick and was. Cripps a slight fumble, sold the dummy beautifully. Shearer sweeps a handball forward. Can they finish? Cripps from 52, over the top, and bounces it through. McGovern will waste no time, sizzles a kick. Cutting across the Mackay lead is Cripps. Needs a chance to go back and kick his second for the term.
Second time in a row he's been able to look up and then hit the target.
Second of the evening. From 45 out. Perfect.
Paddy Cripps, their fearless leader, kicks his second goal in the opening half of footy. He's come to the bench for a rest.
Inspired much of it. Here he is again. Look at that.
Sard to Cripps. 15th touch for the skipper.
Cripps trying to muscle his way onto the ball. Then he got old Pickett. Look at that. Perfectly executed tackle.
And get onto his right. Goes low inside 50. Not sure that was the intended target, but
inside 50s for Carlton.
Big moment for the skipper. 45-degree angle. Round 2, Thursday night footy gets underway. The Bulldogs and Carlton at Marvel, and look at that, it's Cripps straight away to Walsh.
Well, we see here, Paddy Cripps just draws the footy, he releases to his partner in crime, Sam Walsh, and
lays the smother, gives it to Setterfield. Little chip kick to Cripps for his 6th touch. Beautiful kick up the middle, finds Fogarty.
Cripps is able to change the angle of the ball.
Here he goes again, Cripps quickly. Shuffled it off to Treloar, the Cripps tackle on McRae. Three straight last week. Umpire did not move. Controlled it well, Durden. Fogarty, Cripps, can he score another? Of course he can.
Just loses touch and feel. His ability to sort of blitz forward and score.
The body spoil really from McGovern. Doherty's kick's well weighted. Cripps is on the end of it again. Can pop one over the top to Owies. He'll run inside 50. Looks for the short option, Mackay.
Through the hands, it went underneath. Hunter, Cripps. The Blues work it into Cripps' hands. One way and then the other. Off the side of the left boot, Walsh.
Point game, and Cripps busts away from the middle. Has got Walsh in support. Delivers to Curnow.
Just the collect, and then great to see Cripps.
Real guys a chance. It's really one-on-one as far as the targets are concerned, and it's Cripps this time. And I'm sure he'd love to see his captain get around the corner and continue his outstanding goal-kicking form. That's 6 for the season. That dash we've seen in his first 2 years in footy. 5, of course. Hawthorn, incredible. Speaking of incredible, Cripps to a one-on-one. Points the difference now. Carlton feeling the heat. Front, incredible stuff.
Haven't quite reached them. And now O'Brien keeps it low. Hits the target. Captain in the navy blue Guernsey we're seeing this season. To set the tone for the visitors. It's another explosive start for the Blues.
Transition in expectation that he would have taken that mark, but costly turnover and an easy shot at goal by the superstar.
Of Carlton through the midfield and up forward. Cripps just tries to poke it into the path of Mackay, and the mark's going to be paid.
Gets it back to Frederick. He was well tackled. Cripps got him. It's a good contest this. Now to Cripps. Can Patrick Cripps get the goal the Blues need? He can. Needed the response. Blues got it. Cripps delivers.
That one, but Jack Martin's vision here on the left-hand handball as well. Just get him involved in the play a bit more, Carlton. And
from their skipper, he's going to get involved again here. Put his head down and went into a spinning move. And miraculous again. Quick reply coming up. Advantage paid. Paddy Cripps has stolen it. 50th game, it's a good kick. And a little bit of an overzealous one there from Lockie Shields. 50-metre penalty. I think there's too many arguments with that. Carlton skipper Paddy Cripps will waltz in, kick his second goal.
How do they think through this? It's been letting them down here. Well, into the hands of an extreme warrior. Can he get another Paddy Cripps? Struck it beautifully. Skipper gets his third.
It's just inside and outside game now. Is that just an...
Not enough to be paid the mark, but it matters little because Cripps has made him 15. As first De Koning and then Goldstein try to take the ball away. Eventually Cripps and Walsh and Cripps again are going to prevail for the Blues. De Koning made himself dangerous on the way forward. Mackay waiting the last possible moment to lead because the Blues are going to carry the ball. Coleman Jones. Taylor, did he drag it under? No. Cripps has turned to ruck here. And he wins the tap down and he wins it with terrific direction. As a result, Walsh.
There, Louis, it could have been a handball.
Closed ahead of the ball. Mackay came late and across the front. Cripps.
Play on.
That'll do the job.
To the right, but if ever there was evidence that this bloke was injured last year, it's just in that passage. It's just been a totally different unit. Be leading the Brownlow medal even though he's missed a game.
And they go to Cripps.
And it comes clear. Finally up, Cripps. Williams competes with him. A torp from Wiedering, and Cripps won't play on this time. Under the Blighty rule, if you get one to work, you can go for a second one. So let's hope Newman gets on the end of the Doherty handball and hits Cripps. Lace out. He held it long enough. Accuracy has helped him hit the scoreboard harder than ever this season. And he lets Haitley know about it. Walsh somehow found an avenue where there wasn't a lot on. And the kick from... That is unbelievably good from Nunes. Hold it long enough to be paid the mark. Now he's dragged down by Cripps. The umpire might have to sort this out eventually. He does, with holding the ball. Free hand clearances and a goal last week. Already got a goal this week. And pumps it. Looks pretty good off the boot. Did he get it there? I think he did.
Did drag it big with it back in.
Doherty read it. Cripps. Nunes. Cripps.
Real important player for them in that midfield.
He's having an outstanding year. Here he is on cue. Brian against Silvani, but it doesn't always work that way. Murphy put on his backside hard. Dives in. The bull straight through them. Out to Silvani. Outside of the boot. That's as good as it gets.
He draws the defender in. So watch Cripps carry, draw, then dish off.
That's it.
Gee, had his feet taken there, that John. Get rid of it, and he did. Hewitt and Cripps combining out of the middle.
Takes his time. Wants Cripps in the pocket. Was he being held? It didn't matter. Too strong.
30, 35, 31, 7, 32, 35.
Had another mighty game for the Blues. Low, flat kick inside the 50. Bruce, good flick down to Tom Green, but immediately caught by Cripps.
Up the back, little opportunity. Cripps, left footer, got it. Carlton's first.
Here is his 14th of the season, the most he's kicked in.
Jack Silvani having to go up against the much bigger Hickey. Well won, though, by Cripps. Dispossessed. De Koning back to Cripps. Second term underway. De Koning, a big stretch.
Nothing.
He was able to do then to try and ignite his team, McInerney. Cripps out of the middle, superb. Just shrugging tackle after.
Oh, he slapped it forward, and forward comes Rampy.
That's here, pick up. Rampy does the right thing, tries to force through the...
Back to Hewitt. He's now got Cripps on the wing. Works back onto his right boot. Maynard stands underneath it. Cripps over the top. Ball if you're not taking grabs Cripps will come out at this one.
Sydney, this guy, 19 disposals and a goal. Wasn't one where he had to carry the side over the line as we've seen him do so often. It might be one of those days today though, Jace.
They need one here. Can the skipper deliver to reduce the margin to 2 straight kicks?
Guy to get forward. Big mark and a crucial finish.
Just seeing him there and seeing Silvani. Need a goal to hit the front.
Tried to find Merritt, didn't. Cripps controlled it beautifully.
There of Heppel, able to punch it. Hobbs went and got it, tackled by Cripps and died slightly astray because I tell you what, Hobbs was on. It just wasn't to his advantage. Made it too easy for the Blues to...
Cripps now having to stand. He got ripped. And he'll get it free. And the skipper takes care of business.
Just way too often. You mentioned that ball movement. 50% from when you win it back in your defensive 50 to then get an entry inside 50 is a massive number. Carlton average about...
Low and almost Cripps. And then he wraps up Perkins, who just released the ball to ground. Fisher in quiet, back to Cripps. Oh, beautiful spinning move.
Well, this fella he can do it all. He's not known, I guess, for his tackling. It's more the big clearance work. He gets a tackle, then he decides to throw in a 360. Gets a hand.
Worse. Bouncing ball here for Cripps. Gets around Kelly. Michael Voss.
Very scary man.
Cripps out of the middle. Long and deep. Cripps. Now Kennedy. To the back docket, he's been very reliable. Cripps. Boyd.
The job on revolt. As Doherty goes straight up the middle. Cripps in his 150. It gets it.
Cripps. Game 150.
Brings in Richmond's game. Richmond's game is all.
Blues looking to find a way, an effective way to move this football from end to end. This time it's Cripps. And now they are out over the top. This is Cottrell in some space. In the best term for both these teams this year. Cripps slides in, puts a tackle on Pickett.
There's a football, lost it in the tackle. Cripps takes a little off the handball. Hewitt check side. They need a goal and they won't get it here. They have got it. Might go long. Mackay's got Tarrant to beat, decides not to, gave it off, and the Blues have got to be clean here.
Provides the spoil. Walsh did really well to delay the hand pass. Hand pass to Newman. He's got Cripps with space. The game's just starting to open up a bit. There's the 45 kick. Can the team second on the ladder answer? It's going to be another full of energy. The Blues goes in to Cripps. And if Cripps kicks the goal...
Back in a few weeks.
Lowe just got rid of it. No, he didn't.
In touch with the 8. They can't afford a month of losses. Cripps, superb. Read it brilliantly and eases the ball wide to Silvani.
Close, so he just goes down the line with a well-placed ball to Cripps. He'll recover his own ball.
He's clever in the end. Cripps back to Durden, who runs.
Somehow it was a free kick, but this is what I love from...
So the Saints having a win in the centre bounce. There's Cripps with a clearance with his partner.
Walsh, 20th disposal. Motlop, 2 goals in that opening half. The last, an absolute gem. Cripps gets some protection via Walsh. Works it long. Mackay got separation. Mackay now dealing with battle. Cripps in front of Crouch, moves it on. Got adventurous, came unstuck. Cripps has De Koning, ignores him, over the top. 3 Saints, Mackay's the chosen one.
Kicks, that's what got St Kilda off to a really good start. But then Paddy Cripps, as you said, Hamish, he looked at Marshall and said, "You're not going to tackle me." And then I didn't mind.
Shuey left it behind. Darling turned into traffic, not out of it. Fantastic tackle by Cripps.
He's finding it really hard to get into the game, while the likes of
Shearer up for Cripps. So they're happy to chip the ball around. Cripps now sends it inside 50. Curnow! A real arm wrestle in that third quarter. Walsh, long. Cripps with the strength and the size to beat Kelly. And he'll send it inside 50. Mackay work back inside 50.
Down to a fine art, but you're right, the call prior to that. So the contest by Cripps, you can see there, Barras just out of the corner of the screen, doesn't get back, doesn't recover quick enough. Then Mackay, you can see him, stays around the contest for 2 seconds longer. He's got no help forward of the ball.
Up, got a handball away. Doherty waiting for it. Cripps. A couple of decisive possessions early in this last 50.
Cripps attacks it. Rioli didn't go for it in the end. There's Motlop to Doherty. He wobbles one in, but he finds the target. And it's Paddy Cripps. Cripps. He's working his way back to his best again. But most importantly, he's impacting the scoreboard.
And not his most... I'm not sure it was entirely meant for Patrick Cripps, but when it is off the line, when it's not predictable inside 50, you can really catch out the defence, and that's what happened on that occasion. An off-the-line kick.
Someone gets there, gave the Doherty. He just keeps on keeping on. Out to Cripps. Pokes it to the wing.
Might just pull the trigger, couldn't quite. Cripps, the skipper, onto the left. Outstanding.
The little one to put your teammate under more pressure than what you're under. Gave the one out wide. Invariably, they came back into the corridor, but it's a clever finish in the end from Cripps, but it started with Silvani.
To Newman. Cripps is going to have to go out at full chested. There's the activated sub. Imbues. Atkins and Walsh have been paired up. Strong tackle from Paddy Cripps.
Handball towards Cripps. Suddenly he's got a break. Out to Fisher. Dangerfield gave it off to blitz halves. Cripps leaps into the tackle.
Well, he's picking it up like a tennis ball. Little palm down to Cripps is good. Little 1-2 for Walsh, even better. Cripps to Curnow. Got up. Salvage something from the rubble. Flick out. Cripps. Haynes put on his backside. Walsh goes up. Cripps, Walsh both there. Setterfield picked their way around them. Cripps. Who does he want? He wants a lead. He's got options aplenty. Mackay!
To muster up a 50-metre goal. Yes, is the definitive answer. Comfortably for the Blues. Playing for Stephen Canelio.
Doesn't make much contact with the ball, does he? It's tight. But as soon as you swing the arm, you give the umpire a reason, don't you, to pay 50 with the ball spilling out.
Oh, now forced to play on, so his left foot. Bit of a shoddy old kick on the way out. Cripps go.
Just to share the ball around will open up space.
That's a great kick.
Caught by Chera. Fed on. Motlop outside of the boot. Blues get one against the grain.
It was a good tackle there. Chera double up. Great play.
Their top four hopes alive, which is going to be massive, but the Crows have got other ideas. Cripps puts the Jets on and lace out to Mackay.
Another mountainous game, and here's the one we're talking about. I mean, he just had so much space. We're talking Patrick Cripps here. You can't allow Patrick.
But a snap when they can. Cripps barrels it forward. Berry got there, put his head down. Umpire lets that roll. Gathered his own crumb. Saligo hunted down, and Crocodile again flicks it over his head. Berry buried by Cripps. Ball up. The beneficiary here, and mesmerised Berry to the point that he could use that boundary line. Cripps. He knows time is of the essence now. 29 points to margin.
For possession, so Harris Andrews will be pretty happy with that so far. That was a clever handball.
A fumble from Adams. Cripps there in the goal square, got one high. This goal. 19-8 for the season, his best goal-kicking year. Blues needed that. Get cleanly on that occasion, Motlop did. Cripps sweeps it to Manball, made life a little tricky for Dow. Cottrell, Cripps from 50. Can he hit a target? Carthy. Brisbane suddenly in need of a goal just to settle things down.
Gone. Second effort, good. Lever. Caught by Cripps. Thought he was away. Himself around Silvani, but it ends up with the duo Walsh to Cripps. The jeers you suggested. Gone involved too with Petty. Petty gets hold of it, then gets tackled.
Like to watch, isn't it? He's automatic with that snap kick.
Up. Chance here for Cripps. Who's forward of the ball? Curnow. Got a couple of demons to beat. Over the...
You've got the ball in your hand, you control what everyone else around you does, and just how Paddy Cripps places and time.
Govan gets it moving quickly. That's a good target.
Viney, as always, given licence, just a bit of nice coverage tonight. Here is Cripps playing the role of Ruckman, gives it off. Chance for Owies around the corner. He goes no other way. Darts the ball forward onto the chest.
Managed to get a hand on it. Look at the desperation.
Himself as much as anything. To go involved again and wrapped up.
Fight for the ball here, Setterfield. Cripps over the top with the handball. Cripps now, beautiful.
BT stringing it all together.
Pendlebury, gee, I'm not sure he made.
How good's Cripps, mate?
James Martin did it really well. Got it to Cripps. Cripps to Curnow. Curnow backs up. Loves to kick while on the lean. It's going through. It's there. He kicks a beauty.
Contest by Mackay, and then a beautiful crumb from Martin.
The thump. Cripps is everywhere. He is everywhere. Got it off to Owies, and now Curnow.
Didn't hit it well. Cameron Cripps.
Got it to Cripps. Pitternet should give it back to the skipper. He does. Absorbs the tackle.